So to start out, I'm just going to create a new game to show you how it starts if you haven't done that already. So you just name it. This will just be test, I don't know, 3. Because I started at 1 and I was like, I didn't really like how that was going, so I started it over again. So you start off and it's just the 4 planks and water. Eventually a shark shows up, there he is, and it takes a little bit for materials to start coming towards your boat. You press tab to open the build menu. The first is tools. You get a hatchet, fishing pole, mallet. You can make another one of these. I don't know why. Spear. Then you have these: chest, cooker, water purifier, planter, tree grower, and item net. That item's really good. Chair, lantern, table. The really only useful one in here is the lantern. I don't know what the table or the chair does. I think at all. Nails are crafting items. Rope is a crafting item. Can is a crafting item. So it'll float towards your little raft. You can press E to pick it up. You can also throw out the hook, obviously. The hook grabs stuff. What you can also do, it can be a little tricky. You have to make sure you know where the shark is. You swim out and you can pick stuff up if you're not really good at throwing the rope. But the stuff will just keep heading towards you. The first thing I always do is get the water purifier, usually, because that's usually the first thing. Wow, that, see, if you're like me, can't throw this thing worth crap. It's just easier to go out and grab it. Oh, see, I say that and then I get that throw, which is pretty nice. So once you gather some materials, you can go in here. I like crafting some rope pretty fast there. Just allows you to expand a little bit. I don't have enough metal for that yet, so... Oh. Now I have enough metal for that. So what I'll do, because the shark will attack you, so I get the mallet pretty fast, but now I have no wood. Okay. The shark will attack you, so you'll want to try and fortify your raft as much as possible. Let's see if I can get that one. Nope. So yeah. I tend to build outward first because then I can run along and I can just pick this up without having to throw my hook out as often. What I mean by that is the water flows in one direction from this side to this side. Ooh, there's a barrel. Barrels are really nice. And so what I do is I try and build my base out horizontally, perpendicularly to the flow. Oh, that was a really good grab. As such, so that it's easier to just run out and pick that up. That's a nice grab. See, they give, those tend to give a lot. So yeah, you can just pick up scrap. Bloop, lazy man's away. Okay, so what I'm gonna make next is the water purifier. Try and save up for that because that's basically the next thing that starts to run out pretty quick. If you look at the bottom right corner of the screen, you can see your water, food, and health. The health is if the shark, you get the water and the shark attacks you. So far. This is the basics of the game so far. It's pretty simple, pretty direct, not much to it. I have enough for water purifier. I can just place that wherever. And next I'm gonna need a can to collect water. And the first time I played this I was like, what the hell am I doing? Where's my menu? I did not look at any tutorial or anything. It took a while. So yes, so I'm just gonna keep throwing stuff out there. I'm gonna craft some more rope right now. I have enough for a can, I think, yeah. So I got a can, fill it with water, cook it on there. Somehow I have fire. Don't understand how that works, don't care. Then I'm gonna try and see if I have enough for an item net. I can build 2. Item nets are nice, because you're basically just like, hello, you're mine now. And you don't have to like grab anything, and that's also what building horizontally helps with, is if you get a lot of nets as well. So that's a pretty simple strategy for starting out, is really get the water purifier going, because as you can see I'm already almost out of water. Once that's done, and you can just kind of keep that up for however long you want. So again, you can hop in the water to pick stuff up if you're bad at it, like I am. You go over here, grab some more rope. I need one more to build um, another trap. There's another one there. So yeah, basics of the game. I can start building on this way, so I just need more thatch or whatever. Eventually I'm going to want a spear, because the spear is how you fend off the shark. He hasn't attacked me yet, but he will. So... spacebar to jump, pretty simple. So yeah, the beginning of the game is all about stabilizing and getting, you know, getting what you need to survive. Oh, I don't have a spear, so my net's gone. That's a bummer. Yeah, just need some rope. I like getting those in as fast as I can because they're just super nice. Just give you so much stuff. I missed. Ripperoni. So I caught that one. That's nice. Okay. So give me a rope. Oh, shark's over there, so don't have anything to fight it with. So give me a rope. For most part in the beginning I don't bother with. Oh, he hit me. He takes your life a little bit, but not a whole lot. Not too much to worry about. So once you get the spear, I like to put it in the slot, which is pretty simple. I don't like having that out because it's just annoying. Oh, yep. So don't forget about your water, like I have here. Drink it, cook it again. Again, it's pretty simple. It's pretty easy to stabilize. Can be pretty easy to stabilize. As long as you just pay attention to your needs. I don't know what I'm missing. Nothing. Okay. Boom. And you can cook potatoes. So I don't. You might want a fishing pole first, but if you can get a barrel or something like that, you can cook potatoes and radishes before you need to like actually be catching fish. I don't have any rope. Cool. I like putting resources up here. Just cleans that up a bit. Scrap is probably the hardest resource to come by. So if you want to, you should try and prioritize that, as I am failing at that over here. So it's pretty simple mechanics, pretty straightforward, easy to get used to. Once you get the hang of it, I am out of water again. I'm really bad at that. Okay, pick that up, put another potato on. Empty net. So my nets aren't super efficient right now because I don't have a whole lot of them. Once you get a good string of them going. Shark's coming for me. I don't care, I want the metal. See, there he is. If he attacks me again, I will cut him. And here we can get another net. See, nets are really nice. So it gets dark. There's a couple ways to solve that. One of that is by cooking food, that lights it up. Another is collecting your drinking water, which will actually help you remind you early on. There's a third way, I'll get to that. Pretty simple. Boom, got that, got some more thatch. Craft some rope. This third way. You can craft a lantern. And a lantern you can just put up and you always have light. I'm going to put it over here because this is where a lot of collecting is going to go on. I want to be able to see that. So keep doing that. Obviously I'm getting hungry, so I'm going to eat my potatoes. And so it's just pretty easy to cycle through that. And that's basically how you get started. And from there, it's all about stabilizing, and then from there you just keep building. Yep, so that's how you start the game, essentially. It was a little rough. I wasn't exactly organized and have a detailed plan on how I do it, because you can't really tell what's going to come flying at you. But once you get going, you can just keep going, building out. It's probably not the best placement for that. I will show you the other tools once I get enough materials for all of them. Empty net. And after that, I'll show you what base I have worked on a bit. Over here, collected some metal. I've accidentally eaten things without cooking them, and it doesn't do anything. So hopefully you don't get sick in this game. Maybe it just lowers your health. Who knows? Nothing bad has actually happened to me. So shark starts attacking your raft. You just stab it with a spear. Pretty simple, straightforward. After about 3 or 4 hits, it usually goes away. It's like F this and up. That's exactly what it says. No lie. And so we're gonna get a fishing pole. You have a fishing pole. Fishing is pretty straightforward. You throw your pole into the ocean. Not your pole. Please don't throw your pole into the ocean. You throw the bait and lure into the ocean. It starts to sink. When it starts to sink, you click, and you get a fish. Look at that. I have a fish. You see my fish? Look at my lovely fish. Boom. It's run by Unity. Unity's not always a great engine, but hey, it gets the job done sometimes. Let's see. This is the next thing I'm going for. So I just need one with. Oh. Hey. And I got a bunch of thatch. Screw you, barrel. Where is all my lumber? Okay, guess I'm... So yeah, you can cook fish. Oh, lumber. Love you. Okay. Sorry for what I said when I was hungry and angry. Pick that up. Okay, I do have enough. So I'm going to craft the axe. The axe is really cool. So let's say, hey, I don't like that I placed this lamppost here. Boom. Simple as that. I'm going to try and get to a point where I can show you what else the axe does. Don't know if I'll get there. I'll try. I do not have enough wood. Sorry, just give me that. So that's what cooked meat looks like. Pick that up. so I need nails. Get out of the can if I want. Like that. So what else the axe will be good for? Need more rope. Let's start getting wood. Come to me, my sweetest friend. Okay. I'm literally getting sick of thatch. Just stop giving me thatch. I don't care where the shark is. I want wood. Really? So yeah, Unity has some glitches. The shark's over there. That's good. The shark knows when you enter the water, so it'll almost immediately start targeting you. So you put this down. Couple things I know they haven't done before. So you plant the seed, you grow a tree, chop down the tree. Simple as that. Okay, going through the item list now. Chests are good for when you start running out of storage up here and you need storage for materials. It's mostly lumber and thatch that you get more of. You can have more cooking stations going if you want to start storing food. I usually can have more water stuff going. No idea what this is for yet. They don't have anything to put in this, so don't build this. Just don't. These are so helpful, so helpful. I just usually line a whole row, and I'll show you what that looks like in a little bit. But these are super helpful because they just collect the floating debris, so you don't have to fish for it, and you can pay attention to your food and your water. Chair, table, do nothing. This helps you see at night. It's really actually quite useful. Materials, nails are crafting. Rope is, you just want a lot of rope. Just a lot of rope. And then empty tin cans are for water lanterns. So, that's the basics of how to get the game started. I'm not going to save this one, I don't care. This is the one that I have been working on a little bit. They don't have ramps or anything like that implicated in the game as far as I can tell yet. So this is the one that I've been working on for a little bit. Just spent like, a good hour. They put little collectibles in there, like it's just scrapyard ducks. This is my seed chest. If I ever want to start storing water with all the extra scrap metal that I have don't have a lot. It's my food storage. Got a bunch of cookeries there. Material storage. As you can see, I don't have a lot of metal. A lot of wood. A lot of thatch. Decent amount of rope. A few lanterns just to light it up. And then this has been a lifesaver. Look at this, just traps. You're just going through. You just collect all the debris. It's really nice. Yep. And we're gonna test this live because I don't know. I've never fought a shark in the ocean, so I'm just gonna go do that. We're gonna do it live, and this will end this VOD. So. I hope you guys learn to have fun with it too. I've enjoyed it. Oh, game over. How about that? Cool beans.